Hey, this is Braden. Today I've got a handful of paddles we're going to look at. So I've been getting a lot of questions recently from people about what the best paddle is around that $100 price range. So there's a ton of paddles in this price point, but it can be kind of hit or miss with them. There's a lot of off-brand stuff, but I was able to scrounge up 5 different paddles from some of the leading brands. So I got one from Engage, a couple from Gearbox, one from Joola, and then one from Diadem. So I'll talk about how they play. I'll do a little pass or fail test and let you know if I think it's worth how much they're asking for it. But yeah, we'll start with this top one. This is the Engage Evolution Max. So this thing retails for 110 bucks. And I actually did a full review of this one if you want to check it out. But I was really impressed with it. I think this thing is an excellent control paddle. It plays above its price point. It has a thinner core and a carbon fiber face. But if you were to give this to me and I hit it blindfolded, I would have guessed it was a thicker core paddle. It absorbs pace really well, and it's just easy to connect with and will enhance your soft game. The only difference I think that this has compared to some of the top tier control paddles is that it has a little less spin and a little less pop, while those high-end performance paddles have the same level of control as the Evolution Max, but will give you a little more pop and a little more spin. But aside from that, I think this is an excellent paddle. For only 110 bucks, this is probably the best control paddle you can buy. So pass or fail, I think this definitely passes. That's the Omega Evolution Max. So the next paddle we'll talk about is the Diadem Riptide. So this retails for $85. It has a firmer, harder feel to it. It doesn't feel very quality. It's not very lively off the face. When the ball hits it, it kind of dies, not because it's absorbing the ball well or like doesn't feel great. I think it's just lack of quality is the reason it's dying. It's not because it's a good control paddle. Plus it has a tighter sweet spot. And even when you just look at it, like you can see the honeycomb core through the fiberglass. It probably only has 1 or 2 layers of fiberglass, and it just doesn't feel very good. And I didn't like it. So this retails for $85. Does this pass or fail? This one fails. I don't think it's worth the 85 bucks. This is the Diadem Riptide. Next one we'll look at is the Gearbox GH7. So when you're looking at the spec sheet, this actually looks very similar to the Riptide. It has that classic shape. It has a thinner core and a fiberglass face. But Gearbox touts that has 7 layers of fiberglass on each side of the polymer core, hence the GH7 name. And this feels a lot better than the Riptide. It's much more lively off the face. It's actually got quite a bit of juice. It really punches the ball. It feels good. It has a larger sweet spot. The handle's comfortable. The handle is a little bit on the shorter side, but it didn't really bother me because I don't do any two-handed shots. But I really like this paddle. I thought it was really, really solid for 75 bucks. This is the cheapest paddle of the 5 that I have. Does this one pass or fail? This one definitely passes in my book. This is the Gearbox GH7. The next one we're looking at is the Joola Method. So this one retails for $100. It has a longer handle and a wide body shape, so it's a little shorter than these other ones. And it has a carbon fiber face. And this one actually felt pretty good. I didn't mind how it felt. It was easy to dink with. You could control the ball as long as you hit it in the center of the paddle, but it just had a lot of vibrations. You could feel off miss hits. It seemed to twist pretty easy in your hands. And then when you feel the grip, it's skinnier. I don't like that it's so small. In order for me to get this to a place I would be more comfortable, I'd probably have to add 2 or 3 over grips. Additionally, it has a really smooth surface, so the spin was on the lower end. So this is the Joola Method. Does it pass or fail? I think this one fails. I don't think it's worth 100 bucks. So the last one we'll look at is the Gearbox CP7. As you can actually tell, this one's pretty worn out. This was my paddle that I played with last summer. I've had this one in my closet for a while, and you can tell I used it a lot. I really like this one. It has an elongated shape, which you don't see very often in this price range for some reason. So you have the longer shape, you have the longer handle, and then it has a mix on the face. So it has some carbon fiber and some fiberglass. So this gives you some good pop. It has a quality feel to it, but the carbon fiber does bring back the power a little bit, makes it a little more controllable, kind of falls into that all-court category. It only weighs 7.8 ounces, so it's easy to maneuver. I thought it was a great paddle, felt good, only 100 bucks. I thought this was much better than the Joola Method. Does this one pass or fail? This one's a pass for me. So when you're looking at all the paddles that I was playing with, I've been playing with all these off and on for the last few weeks. These were the 3 I liked. So if you're looking for something that offers good control, go with the Omega Evolution Max. This is a fantastic control paddle for only 110 bucks. The Gearbox GH7, I thought this one offered the most power. It has a good quality feel to it. If you're looking for a little more juice, then this is going to be a great option. This is probably the best value of the bunch. It only costs 75 bucks. I was pretty impressed with it. And then the last one is the Gearbox CP7. This one kind of sat in the middle on the power and control. It does have the elongated shape, so if you're looking for that elongated shape and you're on a budget, I think this is great options. So those are all the paddles I looked at. I do have links in the description if you're interested in purchasing any of them. But yeah, I hope that helped. Thanks for watching.